Today's lesson, we're doing editing, open-ended comprehension, and oral reading aloud. Now, can you tell me how many marks is editing for PSLE? Anybody? Yes, Adira, raise your hand using the reaction button, okay? Yes. Adira?
15 marks and 15 questions.
No, good try, but no.
Wait, I think I have an answer. Is it arrogant?
Huh? I've already given the answer. We've already moved to the next
Bro,
slide. Right?
really? I didn't hear it.
What were you doing? Are you dreaming? I just told you the answer and I've already moved on to the next slide.
I think he was looking down like last week.
Okay, Tommy? You're muted, Tommy.
Is it 12 questions and 12 marks?
Yes, good.
much is
12 marks, 12 questions. Can you tell me how many questions out of the 12 is spelling? How many is
Spelling, 6, grammar.
Grammar
Yes.
is spelling.
6? Very good. Give us a point, Tommy. By the way, when I ask you to give us a point, write down your points at the end. Count the number of points you have. I'll add on Class Dojo. Now, please remember, if you notice for your practice, was it 6 SP and 6 GR? No, right? It was all 12 questions.
Yeah, all were spelling.
Yes, very good. Okay, because they're trying to check your spelling for the words. But for PSLE, it wouldn't be all spelling. It will be 6, exactly 6 SP, 6 GR. So the first thing you do when you look at your editing passage is to write beside the word, whether it's SP or GR. Why? Because you want to count to make sure you have exactly 6 SPs and 6 GR. If you have more for anything, you know something is wrong. Okay, that's for PSLE. Now, open-ended comprehension. How many marks? How many questions? Yes, Priya?
15 marks, 15 questions.
No, good try.
Okay, wait, 30 marks, 15 questions.
No. Yes, Adira?
I don't think this is correct, but is it 20 marks and 20 questions?
It is 20 marks, you're right, but it's not 20 questions. It's
Is
10
it
questions.
20 marks and 10 questions?
Yes, give yourself a point, Jinkai, and yes, give yourself a point, Adira. Now, oral read aloud. This one is paper 1. So I can't remember the marks. Do you all remember? Let me check. Paper 1, oral read aloud. How many marks is that? Do you all know?
I think oral reading aloud is 30. Oh wait, reading aloud is 10. You didn't raise your hand.
Yeah, raise your hand first. Use the reaction button, raise your hand. Wait for me to call you before you tell me the answer. Reading aloud is paper 4. Right? And oral read aloud is how many marks? Yes, Adira?
Is it 10?
Yes, you're right. It's 10 marks. It's 10 marks, okay? It's 10 marks. So we're going to look at that later. So paper 4, that's paper 4. This two is paper 2. All right, so let's start. Remember your marks, okay? So you know which areas are how many marks. Okay, you're going to start editing. Remember, I told you all is SP already, so I'm not going to ask you spelling or grammar. This section was pretty well done, so I'm not going to spend too much time on editing, but someone choose my pen color. Yes, yes, put your hands down first, everybody. Your hands are all up. Put your hands down. I'll count to 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, Tommy?
What?
Or maybe I don't answer anyone.
Okay, yes. Okay, hands down again. I'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3. I see Adira, yes.
The dark purple, the second row.
Second. Hello, background, please stay muted unless you're answering question. This one, right? Yes. Let's go with purple. Okay, what I want you to do is I'm going to tell you who's going to write for me the answers. Adira, 1, Priya, 2, Tommy, 3, Jinkai, 4. Can you write the answers for me?
Wait, so which questions again? I think maybe we should write down where we are.
Adira, 1, listen, don't dream. Adira, 1, who's 2? I forgot. Who remembers?
I think it was me.
It was me.
Okay, Adira, 1.
It was me.
Okay, Adira, 1, Priya, 2, Tommy, 3, and Jinkai, 4. Write down the answers for me. You can type it.
I'm helping so that everyone can remember.
Yes.
I'm just going to write short forms, okay?
Granted. Jinkai, write on my screen, don't write in the chat.
How do you write on the screen?
Annotate. There's an annotate button, right? On Zoom.
Okay, I know how to go. First, you see that you are viewing Miss Nisha happy face screen?
Where?
It's on top. Do you see this green bar?
Yeah.
Viewing Miss Nisha screen.
Yeah.
Click on view options,
Yeah.
and then you should see annotate.
Oh, okay.
Click on that, and then you have all the
Let's answer.
Ah,
Whoa. What is that? Your writing so huge. Anyway, I saw your answer.
I put all the way to 72.
I saw your answer already, Jin Kai, on the chat, so it's fine. I'll write for you. I wrote it for you already. Okay, I'm waiting for number 2. Who's number 2? Priya. Yes, luxury.
I put.
Yes, good. Okay. So all of you got this right. Nobody got any of these questions wrong.
Why is someone writing on mine?
No, that's me, because once I change the slide, the words will be gone. So I need to keep it on the slide. Okay, very good. So all of you have it. All of you give yourself a point, write down a point. So give yourself a point, everybody. Now, all of them are spelling mistakes. There was no word here that was spelled wrongly except, oh yes, there was one. One of you wrote for number 4, right? I can't remember who was it. Let me check who was it. Priya, yes. Number 4, you wrote it as grunt. I think you spelled it as Grunt. Yeah.
Wait, let me check.
Yeah, someone wrote this and somebody else wrote Grant. I'm going to explain the
Nope,
meaning of
it was me.
Yeah, I'm going
Yes,
to
I wrote granted. I wrote granted. I checked it already.
yeah, and someone wrote this one
I got
as
it
well.
correct. It's not me.
Okay, someone wrote this as well. Okay, so oh yes, it's not you, so it's someone else. So I think it's a Charleston and somebody else. But let me just explain here. Can someone tell me this word, right? Remember I told you whenever it's a spelling mistake, you do not change grammar. So you look at the word, sound it out. So if you look at this word, Gruntad, it's going to sound as granted or granted. So you know technically it's going to be in past tense. It's going to be an ed word, which means you cannot write it without the ed. You are only allowed to change tense if it's a grammar mistake. If it's a spelling mistake, you must keep the tense. You cannot change the tense. For example, foolishly as well is an ly word. So when you change the spelling, it has to have ly. You cannot just have foolish. Okay, because if you do that, it becomes a grammar mistake, but it's not a grammar mistake, it's a spelling mistake. So please remember, if it's a spelling mistake, the tense, the grammar must remain the same. You only correct the spelling. If it's a grammar mistake, on the other hand, you don't touch the spelling, you only correct the grammar, which means you add an ly, you add an ed, you change it to a noun or a verb or something. Now, can someone raise your hand and tell me, by the way, you have given all yourself points, right? Tell me what's the difference between grunt with a U and grant. I granted. What is the difference between grunt and grant? Yes, Priya?
The grunt is like you grunt and you make the noise, the grunt and that kind of noise. And then the grant is like you grant a wish or something like that.
Yes, very good. Give us a point. Very good. Grant is to allow or to give someone a wish. Grant, that's why here it's a wish, right? It's a clue here, right? So it's granted, right? The one grunt is firstly is a sound, a pig makes, pig's grunt. Secondly, this word can also means, you're not happy, but you just have to agree with someone. So you just have to say, okay, I agree, but you're not really happy with it, but you're agreeing for the sake of agreeing. That's also when you grunt, you're like, okay, fine, but I'm not really happy with it. So there's two meanings for this word, grunt, grunt, okay? So it cannot be that word. So it has to be the one with the A, the spelling mistake, right? And everything else, the meaning, so I'm not going to explain. So if anything else you do not understand, you can ask. By the way, this is actually a story. Do you all like Greek mythology? Do you all like mythology? Yeah, so if you love mythology and you love reading books about, all the Greek goddesses and gods, right? You will know, you've heard of this King Midas. This is pronounced as Midas, right? Have you heard the phrase, the Midas touch? The Midas touch is a popular phrase, right? It's a Midas touch. If I say someone has the Midas touch, means anything or everything they touch turns to gold. right? So basically they are just very good at becoming financially successful. They always become rich. Okay, the person is just financially successful in everything they do. That's called the Midas touch. Right, let's move on to the next slide. Okay. Oh yes, I'm going to clear my slide first because you see it will actually move to the, so I've cleared. Okay, now 3 of you, right? So this one I'm just going to write. Everybody got this correct, so let me just write it as eager. Nobody got this wrong. Let me just double check. Yes, nobody got this
Why
wrong.
can't you assign us?
Someone because I want to move, this is very easy. I'm going to move to the more difficult section. This one of you wrote emblaze. There's no such word as EMBLACE. Okay, there's no such word as EMBL. This word is embrace. Do you know what does embrace mean? If I embrace someone means what? I hug someone, right? I'm hugging someone. This one, there's a missing blank here, but anyway, I'm going to write a box here. So this one is over. Oh yeah, one person gave me this word as overjoyed without the ed. Again, it cannot be just overjoy. Again, why? Because you're changing spelling. Spelling here has ed, right? So the tense is in the past. So you have to have ed. You cannot just write overjoy, even if the overjoy is spelled correctly. Okay, must only change spelling. And again, because of was, so past tense. And then this one you already know, it's a golden statue. Nobody got this wrong as well. So that's why I'm not spending too much time. I want to spend more time with the ones that you need more help with. Right. So that's about it. Everything else you all got right. Let me just double check. Okay, correct. Can I move on? Can I move on? Just see if I'm correct. Yes, okay. I can move on, right? Okay, I'm gonna move on. All right. Okay, this one. Y'all can write number 9, Jinkai, 10, Priya, 11, Tommy, 12, Adira. Right answers. On the screen. If I don't see any answer, okay, I see one answer. Palace, yes, very good. That's how you spell palace. Yes, nearby, well done. Yes, normal, very good. And waiting for one more answer. Pray, yes, very good. All of you give us a point, well done. So good job. Write down your points and later you will count and tell me how many points you have in total. All right, good job. So what do you learn from this fable, this Greek myth? Anybody? Yes, Priya?
Do not be too greedy.
Yes,
Wish for the best.
yes, be happy with what you have, right? In fact, if things become worse than how it was. Yes, gives our point. Thank you for that. All right, let's move on. Yes, I need to clear my screen. Here, all drawings. Okay, move on to the next section. Okay, open-ended comprehension. Was this very difficult for you all? I had all my funny answers come out. Okay, before that, please choose my pen color. Who wants to choose my pen color? Yes, Priya?
Okay, blue.
Which one? Which row? There's so many kind of blue. There's 3 blues.
The light blue. I mean the middle blue. The middle one.
Okay, this one?
Yeah.
All right, let's go with the middle blue. This is a very nice blue. All right. Okay, this passage. Can someone tell me in one line, summary? No, don't tell me the whole composition. In one line, what is this story about? Anybody? There is 3 slides of this, Jinkai.
So a bunch of children want to pick some ripe cherries from the railway tunnel because and then they thought it was a good idea, and they set off to pick up the cherries.
Then what happened? Yes, you stopped the halfway before the climax. What's the climax? Yes, thank you.